going on, people? Welcome back to another John Sinclair TV. Back again this afternoon. It's called Let's Talk Newcastle United. And I've got a debut as well. And I've got Shelley C. Shelley, afternoon, mate.
Hey, darling, you all right?
I'm champion, absolutely fantastic. And as well as just I'm finding this end. And everything is great. Enjoying the international break. And thank God. Let's hope the players come in fresh next week as well. So you keeping good?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Not loving the international break. I hate not having football on, but it's something we need right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're so right. And if you like the video, like what you watch, and make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe button as well. Super chats are open as well. And if you'd like to become a member, it's just 99p. Do follow Shell_Crawford1 on Twitter as well. And I've got one here from Sideline Football Show. Big up to you, mate. I hope you fantastic, bro. Got one at Les Shell's going to be late. She made it. Afternoon to Leslie. Yes, let's hope Trips and his family are okay. You've got to put family first before football. So I wish Trips all the best as well. Also, I wish him he's okay. And it is, don't know what it is. No one knows. Just, out of respect, just give him a bit of time. Please like and share to socials, help this channel grow. Thank you, Leslie. Super chats are open as well. Just click on what the channel it is worth. Big up to David Knight. Hi to David. I'm great. Hope you are too. I was one of the loudest guys for Murphy out, but I think his attitude is great and he's got enough ability to be a squad player, in my opinion. And you know what? It's going to come on to Jacob in a bit as well. And Leslie said, nailed it. You've got Ian, the king of the swears. Hi to Ian, Tommy, and family, as well as lovely wife as well. Hope you're great. Welcome, Shelley. Hey, Stapes. Hi to Let's Go. Hi to Mr. Little. He's a legend as well in the chat as well. What a fantastic lad. And his wifey as well. So, yeah. So we're going to go straight on to Jacob Murphy. I mean, there's been reports from Team Talk and other outlets out there saying that he could be in line from bumper pay rise and extend his contract up until 2028. A couple of years ago, he signed a 6-year deal and he's going to be extended. Do you think he's worth an extension? I think it's 33 years of age. And do you think he's worth that?
Oh, definitely. I mean Jacob Murphy, right? Like, no disrespect to my other half, but if I could marry this bloke, I would, right? I love everything this kid stands for. Like, even when you're scrolling through TikTok or Facebook or things like that, and you're seeing all these little videos that when we had Ashley back in the day, we would never have gotten anything half as much as what we get now from behind the scenes. Yeah. And you see the odd little video. I mean, the one I vaguely remember was, I think the lads were trying to play some game the other week, and all you've got is like Jacob Murphy just in the background, like peeking around and giving all these little cheeky waves. The facial expressions alone are like memes galore for like the next 10 years, basically. Honest, I love this kid so much. Just the enthusiasm he's got for the team and everything. Like, mate, give him a 10-year contract and give him £1 million a week for all I care. Just keep him.
A 10-year contract for £1 million a week. Yeah. Wow. I tell you what, he has to be better than killing Mbappe as well. Do you know what I mean? But you know what it is, right? I like Jacob, right? I mean, look, when he first came on the Rafa Benitez, he was raw. I thought he's got that talent. He's got it there. Let's play him in there on him. Yeah, I was going to back this guy. Do you know what I mean? Now, for me, I mean, when he signed a 6-year contract a couple of years ago, I thought, wow. I tell you what does he do to deserve that? But we go with it. You know what I mean? Eddie Howe comes in, right, and turns into an even better player as well. I mean, he works hard. I mean, I like his work rate. You put him in a position and he'll do a job. Right back, I'm not too sure, to be fair. But at the end of the day, I like his work rate. I like his attitude, like David said. And you know what it is, like, Shelley? I think, you know what? He's an asset to the team as a squad player. He's an asset. Yeah. He's an asset. And I'll back this guy. I'll back up what Eddie does, yeah, within the reason. So, yeah, I think it's worth the new deal. For me, he's got 3 years left on his contract. But you know what? If he's going to go on till 2028, you know what? It'd be 33 years of age. I think he's a Newcastle fan as well.
Yeah. If he sees out the last of his career at Newcastle,
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be one of the best decisions he ever makes.
Yeah, I've got to kind of agree. I mean, like I said, I mean, we wish him all the best as well on his injury as well. We'd had that shoulder injury. It could be back until January, February as well. It'd be like a new signing as well. I like Jacob Murphy. I really do now.
Yeah, I think once this shoulder's definitely sorted, I know he's had the op. Obviously, we've seen the photos. I think once he's sort of settled and obviously knows where he stands with this shoulder, then we all know he'll be pushing to be back in training before he's actually supposed to be. I would not be shocked if he's in that training room now, egging on all the other lads.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, you know what it is, right? I mean, like he plays on the right side of midfield. We know that, yeah. And against Southampton, when Krafth Lascelles got sent off, right? When he waved him like that. He waved him like that, right? And, told him off. You know what? The referee saw that. And I tell you what, he could have gone in trouble for that as well. He could have inside. I tell you what, if he did that against PSG, if we won't be fit for that, but if he did that against PSG or Milan, he did a thing like that, I tell you what, the players will be all over his case. The referee will not pull that as well. But you look at this, if you look at his record, right, over the years of Jacob for Newcastle United, I mean, he had a couple of long deals with West Brom, Sheffield Wednesday as well. 133 appearances, 9 goals. I think he scored more goals than Eddie Howe, 5'10", and he joined us in 2017. Yep. And you know what? I think he can improve. He's 29 in February. He can improve,
Yep. He's got a 72% pass rate as well. So he can only get better.
Absolutely. Welcome to JSTV, Shelley. That's from Ian. Ian's a great guy. I love Ian the bits, by the way. I can kiss his forehead, like a prime minister as well. He's a voice of reason. And hi to Alan. A new deal for Murphy is more about giving him a justified wage increase rather than extend the duration of his contract. I forgot about that, Liz. Thank you. Not so much difference between 27 and 28, in my opinion. I don't know what he's on a week. I think he's on 50, 60 grand a week. After release on 60 grand a week.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I mean, we see what Ian says as well. One of the best things I've seen the wave off. I tell you what, I was there. I was opposite. I was in Southampton in that day as well when he got sent off. I sat there as well. And you know what? Big up to Southampton fans. They looked after us as well. One of the guys waved to us and said, for Geordie to keep quiet. Well done to you. Wish you all the best of the season. You know what? That takes some guts to come up with us and say that.
Yeah. I've noticed the fan bases now, not so much on Twitter, but like even when, I don't get to a lot of away games. I now officially have 2 away points, courtesy of Man United and Dortmund. But it's nice to have fans, even when you're at home, come up to you and go, thanks for that. We've really enjoyed our day here. You have been top class fans. Yes, you have absolutely beat we or we've drawn. Your hospitality's been second to none. And that's what we're all about, really.
Yeah. 100%, and that's what we need. You know what I mean? I've been to Bournemouth last week, and the people that I met, Craig from UTICID podcast, he was fantastic. He used my microphone as well. He did an interview, bless him, but I let him off on that one. And 2 lads said, "Oh, we the lads." One of them, Pat Rugby Heat, which is fantastic as well. But you know what? Hospitality is fantastic. One of the best fans, but some of the fans I've seen, let's be real, on social media, I'm not going to say anything as well. One of the best things is the wave off. That's from Ian. Cheers, John. Love you, bro. Love to, bro. Thank you for that, Ian. Jacob Murphy has justified his new deal. I wonder who I Like Coffee is. If I Like Coffee's in the chat, he's a big fan of Jacob Murphy, and he'll probably say Murfinho as well. Murfinho. So I Like Coffee.
What's not to say it might be Jacob Murphy? We never know.
We never know. Absolutely. Well deserved for the lad. Alan, you're spot on. I got
Jacob,
a Chelsea.
If it is you, Harry.
Big up Jacob in the chat if he's here, by the way. You might guess him made up Jacob Murphy once as well. If you do, you're always welcome to him as well for a bit of banter. Hi, Tinder Pun as well. Big Chelsea fan. Big up to John and Shelley. Thank you very much. And Nippon, hi to Les. And I saw you on TV at Bournemouth, John. Did you see a Shelley on? Oh, man.
Who sent you the picture? Who sent you the picture?
You did. I mean, you're a copper, are you? You're a police, you're from the police, are you?
Not exactly. We're borderline. Well, I'm saying we're borderline. I'll work in security. So
yes, and I'm the first one there. Shelley, you won 25 bottles of wine. Thank you very much. And you know what it is, right? I mean, like people on there, I've seen people on there saying, should we watch the game? Not used to be fun there. But look, at the end of the day, right, as a podcaster, we're allowed to do that. Do you know what I mean? It's good for the community. If you're a YouTuber like Adam Pearson or Magpie Channel, myself, we can do that. You know what I mean? But some people got not better to do. But I've got a league on a moan now. Do you know? I'm sorry, but
but at the end of the day, John, right? Look at us as, I'm not going to say top 6. Let's look at us as part of a top 8 group, right? So you got a little bit of harassment just for being on TV with your phone out as a podcaster, just taking some shots to use for yourself, right?
Well said. Thank you.
You now go to Man United, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and what do you say?
Exactly. Totally agree. But did I have a go at that?
Where I sit in the Millburn stand, the last 3 games, we've had a different group of about 5 or 6 next to it. Now, we had a Chinese group in front with the other week, and we've now sat, and we sit now and we're going, tourist. And this Chinese lass did not watch the game the whole entire time. She sat for a full 90 minutes with her phone out, videoing the whole entire match, and then taking selfies of herself. I was like, sit down, watch the match.
Yeah, exactly. Watch the game. I would take bits by bit. I don't think we can record it, or just bit by bits. That's it.
But when you're a YouTuber or podcaster, yeah, you need little snippets, because if you don't have a little snippet, you haven't got anything to give or content-wise to your channel.
Exactly. Totally agree. Those two things, though, Shelley, is people like that is never been to the football match. Yeah. That's what it is. I'm not going to be honest here. And you know what? If they want to cry some more. That's what I'm going to say. Cry some more. Thank you, David. He's the one who calls it.
I think Mikel Arteta might have some tears available.
Yes, absolutely. Mikel, where we find you, mate? We take his tears off, yes.
I've got a couple of Kleenex. You can always have them.
Definitely. We need to get you both on my channel for a preview. Yes, I mean, I think I may come on this as well. No doubt about it. And I've got Simon Kirby coming on mine on Thursday as well. And you're always welcome to come on as well at any time. Your policeman, Shelley? No, she's not. She's not. Might have already been discussed, as Owen said. Hi to you, mate. Hope you're good. But I agree with the fans angry at us at Bournemouth, but also love trips kicking off. What can I say about that? I think, by the way, first of all, I think Kim was right to talk to him, but the guy, I'm not going to mention name on here, did apologise. Do you think now that should be moved on? He apologised. Yeah. That should be moved on.
Yeah, that's done and dusted. That should be like, right, hands washed, done. See you later.
Thank you. I was just joking. I know you weren't the pun. I know you were. Big up to Colton, by the way. I hope you're good, from Cardiff. And hey, Colton, and he always calls Leslie Stapleton every single time. But yeah, I mean, when that contract's going to be done and the wage is going to be put up as well, yeah, I think Jacob Murphy deserves a new deal. Get his money up as well. I like Jacob Murphy, and I see a play where they work hard, and they deserve it. Yeah,
definitely.
So let's go on to Jamal Lascelles, right? I mean, his contract's up at the end of the season, right? Since he's come in, right, he's done a fantastic job. He's done well. Obviously, Sven Botman's out injured at this moment in time. First off, do you think when Sven Botman comes back, do you think he should walk back into the team? Or do you think Jamal should keep his place? Or do you think Sven should be fighting first place? For me, personally, I think Jamal's done a good job. But for me, it's Sven all day long when he's fit.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to be honest here. I am not a massive Jamal Lascelles fan, right? I do like his work rate. I do like when he's on the pitch. But for me, sometimes I don't know. I just can't get away with him sometimes. But hats off to him. He's come in while Botman's been out, and he's done what he's needed to do. He's kept us sometimes afloat. He's gone in with the tackles. You know, he's kept that team running, right? Brilliant.
Great.
But when it comes to Botman coming back, personally, I would just want to go, right, sorry, Jamal, but Botman's back on the bench for you. And Botman goes straight in. But we know how Eddie works, right?
Yeah.
He'll probably not risk just chucking Botman straight back in. He'll probably sit and go, right, Jamal, I'm going to give you 80 to 85 minutes, and then I'm going to let Botman back in. And he'll gradually build Botman back up, because if you think about it, the training fitness will not match fitness right now. And you know what Eddie's like. Eddie will bring in all these people back from injury, and he'll bring them back in stages, unless something major happens to Lascelles, where you've got to go, Botman, I'm sorry, but you're going straight back in for 90 minutes. Then Eddie will gradually bring everybody back in a time frame.
Yeah, totally agree. He's not going to rush in, is he? He's not going to rush in and bring you in. When you sign as a new player, you certainly bench, and then you watch how he play. I mean, it happened to Bruno, it happened to Sven as well. And I can remember Sven came on the 90th minute against Forest, and for about 10 seconds, game done. You know what I mean? Just to give him a big cheer. Eddie's not daft. Eddie, for me, is one of the best managers I've seen in a long, long time. And I hope we keep him for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he's not going to England. He's not going anywhere. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And there you go. Yeah, 100%. I didn't mind as sure as the fans cared, and also the players, as Owen said. Big up to you, Owen said. Botman walks back in, but Jamal has been fantastic. Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about it. He's been getting like 6 out of 10s minimum as well. It's as simple as that. And got one, Leslie agrees to Owen said. It was spun out of proportion regardless. Like you said, passion on both sides for the club. Yeah. Move it along. Simple as that. Go on.
If you think about it, right, now, since we've had Mike Ashley to Amanda and Murdad and Jamie Rubin, who, like, I love watching their content on Instagram and Twitter and things like that. I think that was probably one of the best things that's ever happened to us, and probably will ever happen to us.
Yeah.
If you think about it, back in the Mike Ashley days, when would a player go to the sidelines and have a word with the fans? They'd probably just slink back off in the change room and be like, sorry, but no more for me. Trips was brought in for the specific reason, right? Number one, he wanted to come back home for personal reasons, and I totally get it. I've watched him on the High Performance podcast, and I totally agree. I know of Charlotte. I have spoke to her personally a couple of times. I wouldn't say we're best pals, but I love the last a bit. They had their reasons to come back. Right now, Eddie did his best bit of business by getting Kieran Trippier to sign for us. And it's like Kieran said, he took a pay cut, right? He could have gone to Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, and commanded whatever wages he wanted. But because his family's in the north, he wanted to come north, and he's come to us. Brilliant. I love that boy to bits for that, right?
Passion.
Now, Trips has gone. Hold on, lads. I see where you are coming from.
Yeah.
You know, we got beat off Dortmund. I was there, right? Yes, Bournemouth, we weren't at our best with all them injuries. And I think them injuries were starting to play on players' minds going, hold on, if I get injured, Eddie hasn't got anybody else, right? And I think that was a little sort of mental factor that got in everybody's heads. But Tripp going up and having a word with that fan and saying, hold on a second, I do see where you're coming from, but, you know, we are trying. What was the very first flag that went up when Murdad and all that took us over? We don't demand a team that wins. We demand a team that tries.
Facts.
And this is what we're doing. If we win, it's a bonus, right? Yes, the kid had his say and he's apologised. He admitted, yes, he was drunk. He'd been away to Dortmund and then he'd done Bournemouth. He held his hands up and apologised. Like we said earlier, it's a done thing. Next.
Facts. Absolute facts. And you know what? At the end of the day, right? I mean, we move on. We just go to the next game, go to the next area. That is it. You know what I mean? We are united. We are as a family. It's as simple as that. And big up to Roger Cook as well. Hi to Roger. Hope you're great from Scotland. And from Glasgow, I think he's from around that way. Good afternoon to Jules. I hope you're well and as passionate as always. And got more from Jules to Les. And we got a big Arsenal fan there. Stacey, we've got one. Big up to Static as well. Now, he does not like a Teto talk whatsoever. And for Lascelles, thank you for your members of Newcastle, but it's time to leave your club. But if you want Ben White to replace him, please take him. You know what? I don't mind Ben White. I don't mind him at all. I think he's a good defender. I think he really is, but I think he's getting a raw deal at the minute. He can play right back, he can play left back, he can play in defence. Do you know what? I'll take him. I'll take Ben White. Do you know what I mean? I think under Eddie Howe, he'd be brilliant. As long as you don't say Eddie Ketia or Ketia, nah. So there you go. But me and Static, keep running Static, right? I mean, your defence in trouble. It gets ass in the room. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say that. I like that one. So Arsenal fans saying that Botman has got to concentrate back into the team. Lascelles has done a good job, but I would still send him for a class centre back as well. I'll go with that Demandi as well from Sporting Lisbon. That guy is absolutely brilliant. Let's be real. He is class. And everyone's big and Shelley up as well. And got one here from Compton. This international break could have come at a better time. Exactly. Big up to Owen said again. Trips arguably best value for money transfer we've ever had. Him and Fabian Schär. Fabian Schär, £3 million, right? And I'm not being funny. I think that's the best piece of business for Rafa Benitez. He deserves some props as well. £3 million for Deportivo La Coruña. Right? This guy is playing his best football in his career. He's 30, coming up 33, right? And I don't know where he gets it from, but I think it's at the clubs like Hertha Berlin, Bau, I think he used to play for them. Deportivo La Coruña, Newcastle, £3 million. He is playing so well, Shelley. And you know what it is? He's got to be first on the team sheet as well, one of them.
£3 million, and the man ends up on the front cover of Vogue magazine as well. That man is living his best life right now.
He is. And he defends properly as well. And this one for Les, understand Alan, Botman's on Rolls Royce. Absolutely. Totally agree. Devon Drink. And I keep saying that. So I keep saying that he's from Norfolk. I keep saying Roger's Scottish. I'm sorry about it. I'm sure he's from Scotland, but how wrong am I? I do apologise, Roger. I didn't mean to say that.
Where in Northumberland will decide on whether he's English or Scottish.
Exactly. But I thought he's from Scotland, but I'm wrong. But listen, at the end of the day, he's from Northumberland. He's from Northumberland. And so are you. Fell asleep after everyone. Gary V. It's 2:30, my guy. 2:30. He's had a late night, but listen, big up to Gary. I hope you're okay, mate. And I hope you're having a good time with your family as well. And big up to Davey. Now, he's from Bladen. Hope Davey.
Oh, really? My neck of the woods.
I believe so. He's a great guy. He's a legend as well. And big up to Goat Father as well. Even an OT, it's afternoon still, but you want to call it evening? Cool. In a season or two, these players are probably getting replaced. Should the club be offering new contracts? What do you think, Charlie?
Well, I think Eddie's got something in mind. I mean, just before the international break after Bournemouth, people were calling for Eddie's heads. Chill your pants. Eddie ain't going nowhere because I've chained him to the desk. Simple as that, right? The people that were shouting for Eddie Howe's head after the Bournemouth game, get your heads a wobble. Simple, right?
Thanks.
I think Eddie and Amanda, we've all watched the Amazon documentary, right? I think Eddie and Amanda in Murdad have got a plan, right? They have probably a list of who they want to keep and who they want to get rid of, right? If they were wanting to get rid of Jacob Murphy, why would they possibly offer him a new contract?
I agree with you.
Right? Lascelles, probably, I would say top 5 to possibly go. I mean, I was looking earlier. He signed for us back in August of 2014. So he's nearly had 10 years at the club, right? Is this where he bows out of football or goes to a lower league or what? I don't know. So I think he will probably be in the top 5 to go. But Bruno, there was rumours of Bruno signing yet another contract the other day. Maybe. Really?
That's the first I've heard. But he's already signed his deal.
Yeah, there was rumours going around that he was going to sign this other contract that would extend him for God knows how long. Mate, tie him down for all I care. Keep him for the next 20 years. I love the kid. Yeah, man. But if they weren't planning on keeping these people, then why offer them new contract?
I agree. I mean, he signed this new deal, with a 100 million release clause, minimum release clause, yeah. So Real Madrid comes in for him. There's not a lot we can do about it, if you know what I mean. But I don't think Bruno will go anywhere. He loves Newcastle United. I think he'd be there for the rest of his career in my book.
Yeah.
And also go on.
I mean, he's a legend. His dad's a legend. Like, I met his dad at Chelsea last game of the season, only because he was going into Lascelles toilets for a bit of cover.
Oh man,
the poor lad was getting mobbed, and I'd said to the other, I was like, I'm just going to nip the toilet, and then I'll see you like on the concourse. And I went into the toilet and just sort of turned around and went, "Ah, Bruno's dad." And he went, yes, Bruno's dad. And I was like, photo? And he's like, yes, photo. You fan of Bruno? I was like, massive fan of Bruno. Give us a kiss on the cheek. He went, come on, photo. He's like, I hide in here, crowd, get a bit naughty. I was like, you stopping there, mate? I'm quite happy with that.
Wow. I met Bruno's dad as well. And then people saying, did I push the kids out? I went, no, I did not. One of them just said, you're going for it. No, you go, no. So I got pushed towards him, yeah? And we had both photos. You think I was funny, you think I was great. And you know what? I can qualify now. This guy is a legend. Bruno's dad, you're a legend. And I love him to bits.
I've got some very good mates, Alan Hodgson and Wilfie. Obviously, Wilfie raises a lot of money for the food banks. And just on that note, Wilfie and Hodge are doing a 24-hour walk around St James's Park on Friday night, raising money for the food bank. So if you've got a few pennies around, guys, go and donate. Obviously, they're on Twitter. Stick some pennies in that pocket. I am going to go and join them for an hour once I'm finished work on Friday night. I think I'm going to do the last hour with them. So I'll be in town from 11 till 12 o'clock if anybody's around. But Hodge has said a couple of times, because I went to the charity night that they organised at the Stand Comedy Club in Newcastle.
Yeah.
And Hodge was saying that Bruno and his dad are practically like the most selfless people ever. Like every time they go up, Bruno's all over him, like come and play with Matteo. Anna's lovely. He says the whole family are totally lovely. He's like, next time I get a shout to go up, he was like, I'll give you a ring and you can come up with us. I was like, mate, if you do that, I will love you forever.
Wow, there you go. So do the charity walks as well, and make sure you send on DM first there, and I would tweet that as well, Shelley. Is that all right? And then I would do my bit as well. So, and what I'll do, I'll back up Newcastle against United. If I do see if you go into the match, I'll give you something.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely. Well, I'll be at the Chelsea game on Saturday.
Yeah. I won't be there, sadly, because I'll be going to Paris the very next day. So I don't want to go up to Newcastle and then back to Bristol and then into Paris. So, do you know what? I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm really looking forward to the game as well. And
we did look at it, but unfortunately, a holiday in Benidorm sort of crashed that party. So we'll be in Benidorm for the PSG game.
Well, we have a good time in Benidorm. You deserve it, man.
Needed. It's absolutely needed right now.
You need it. Definitely. We were thinking of you lots as well. Don't worry. John thought Jules Partner's a Villa fan. You know what? When I said that, I was embarrassed. Sorry, Jules. Half Scottish accent and a bit of Scottish twang, apparently. And see to release this as well. Roger, big up to you, mate. And Holiday again. You're right. All these players are worth more now. By giving them new deals, the club has sellable assets, which is true. I understand the argument, Les. Are they really worth big money? Maybe 7 to 8 million per player. That'd be interesting. Keep Mofinho, proper baller. Cool, he is. He's only 28. And Jules said, it's your half of not a Villa fan. Wow. Went to Sorrento and seen Pompeii. I've been there before. Pompeii, beautiful, historic as well. I like the 3 players we'll talk about anyway. That's in Gary. We could go on to Krafth in a bit as well. And Ian's still in the house. And Alan's got a question. John, would you sign Ruben Neves or get him on loan? Shelley.
Ooh. If financial fair play and the way the Big Six are playing naughty boys at the minute, I would sign him in a heartbeat. But I think we're going to have to be very, very strategic on this one because, like we say, obviously we've seen what's just happened to Everton. Hopefully, I mean, as much as I love Pep Guardiola and Man City as a team, their comeuppance is about to come, hopefully. I mean, that's been 5 years in the making. That's sort of just been brushed under the rug, but that's another, sort of story. I think, and I get this feeling from Amanda after watching the Amazon documentary, right?
Yeah.
It's like she said with that star sign. I can't remember what star sign she said she was, but she gets what she wants, right? And I do not doubt that for 1 minute. I would hate to wrangle against her in court because you just wouldn't win. I'm telling you now. But I think that lady has something up her sleeve that we're all just gonna go, I did not see that coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? She is so driven, isn't she? She is so driven. And you know what it is, right? I mean, you know what? What she wants, she gets.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what as well, she is absolutely brilliant. To me, Amanda Staveley is the best thing that can ever happen to Newcastle United. Our owners, the Saudi owners. Amanda holds everything together. She's a go-between. Yeah. And you know what? She looks off not just the manager, the players as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you've seen her. She's gone around on the pitch. My desktop that's just decided to have a meltdown. I've got the photo from when Al Rumyan was over, and her and my dad and Al Rumyan were in. Obviously, I think we'd played and we'd won. I can't remember who we played now off the top of my head. I've got a memory like fish. But I actually have that as my wallpaper on my desktop. Whenever I put my computer on, I'll look at that photo and look at Amanda and think to myself, I'm 40-year-old, and if in the next, say, 20 years, I could ever be half the woman that she is, life complete. I tick the box, life complete.
I thought you was 26, 27, Shelley, to be fair.
Come on, this makeup does a lot for people, you know.
Honestly, you do. I thought you're young, gifted, and you are gifted. You're definitely gifted. Well, technically gifted.
Yeah. Flattery gets you everywhere.
Oh, bless you. Bless you. I don't want chatters to think of that as well. Bless. I've got one from Foxy. Now, if you want to know about South American football, he is your get-go. Murphy, Lascelles, Krafth, probably happy signing new deals. Last big contracts for all three. Happy to be bit part players and one cup of A fuss. Being out of the starting line up as well. You know what? I think it'd be good for as a squad players, guys, as well. And I'll take that all day long, if you see what I mean. Let's see a screen with Foxy. And talk about holidays now, are we? Carry on. You go to Calvario. Aston Jules. Davey said Praia de Rocha. Wow. I think City cases more about fraud than simply FFP breaches, but could be wrong. Aston Les, I'm with you there, Shelley. Roger agrees with you as well. On Everton getting 10 points. Apparently, Burnley leads. And I don't know, it might be Leicester. It's going to sue Everton. And
I think Forest's in there as well.
Yeah, Forest as well.
I did see something the other day about, Forest, Leicester, Leeds, and I'm nearly sure there was 5 or 6 teams. I can't remember the rest. But I'd seen a document that had been a photo taken of it, and that taken, I think it's either the Premier League or the FA to court. And I was like, this is going to be very interesting.
Great.
And on the Man City thing, I can't remember whether it was, I think it was breach of rules, but you know what? The last 2 seasons that we've had, right, we've had moments where we've gone, wow, where did that come from? Wasn't expecting that. Things from like big teams getting beat by relegation teams and, you know, things that are coming out like the Man City thing. I mean, yes, that was 5 years ago, but this season just seems to have more shockers than enough. It's got more drama than an episode of Blinking Coronation Street. I think Man City, I think something bigger is going to come out of this in a bad. And I think Man City's just going to go, hold on a second. Yeah, we're going to hold our hands up. We have been naughty. But I could be wrong.
Yeah. For me, I don't really get points. I think you'll get a huge fine, and that is it. You're going to get a massive fine and say, don't ever do that again. Everton will be watching that as well. Because I think Everton could sue the Premier League if Man City don't get points deducted or relegation. I doubt it very much. And then Man City will probably call for a Super League. And because that's going, then the Super League's going to have to come. You know what I mean? Just as a bailout. And if they have a Super League, right, I tell you what, football's finished. I'm telling you, football's finished. What's it for little clubs?
That Super League needs to go straight in the bin. Simple as that.
But exactly.
Isn't that talk of Everton's going to get possibly another 9 points deducted?
I've heard that as well.
I like Everton. I don't like Everton. I've been to Everton twice. I went when that idiot tied himself to the goalpost with a cable tie.
Agreed.
And then I was there last season. Obviously, I haven't been successful in the ballot for this season, but we digress. I've got very, very good mates that have a lot to do with Everton, have season tickets at Everton, and I love them to bits. I think Everton have gotten the shit end of the stick. Yeah, like I really do.
Yeah, agree. You know, at the end of the day, to come and do that, why do they not do it in the summer? Get the season to end off, and then do it in the summer. Simple as that. But do it in the middle of the season, I think that's harsh. I think the 10 points is very, very harsh. I know they did wrong, but at the end of the day, get points of some sort, but do it at the end of the season, or make it effective from next season. Simple as that.
But
does it happen to us?
At the end of the day, you've also got Sean Dyche as a manager, right? I can see Everton and Sean Dyche going, right, this is what's happened. Yes, we've had our backside smacked. I think Sean Dyche is going to go in that changing room and go, right, lads, we've been docked 10 to possibly 19 points. We now need to show this league who they're dealing with, right? You can take our points off with, but we're going to get them points back. I think they will just save themselves from relegation, and I mean just.
I think they will. They will find a way. We got to play them. But if you think going to Goodison Park to be an easy feat, think again.
No more.
It's not anymore. It's not going to be easy to go. People say 3 points is not a gimme, but at the end of the day, right? I mean, we'll probably be lucky to get a point against them. Do you know what I mean? But that's down to us. I think we'll win, but they're not going to make it easy for us like they did last season. No way, Jose. But it is what it is, man. But I'm sure more will come out to that very, very soon. I think Man City case could be more about fraud. I think I read that, but they're simply FFP breaches, could be wrong. Big up to David. Amanda's an incredible inspiration to everyone. She has an illness, but she has done so much heart and so much determination. You never know. She's incredible and such a beautiful person, Amanda. And I never ever met Amanda Staveley. Never met her, and I'd love to.
I would. Oh, like if somebody took me now, you can go meet Amanda Staveley. I'll be like, right, let me get ready. I'm on my way.
I'd love to get a man on my live show. If it's on a half an hour, that'd be amazing. Yeah. And you know what? That will break records on channels as well. I'm not a big YouTuber, but it'll break records. It's as simple as that. Yeah. That those other teams could fully knock Everton. Roger, you're right, miss. You're too right. Give the lads an extension. They have earned it. That's in David. And go further, how to, again, 100 breaches to Man City. How do you punish that kind of scandal if you're found guilty? I think they're guilty of sin. I think Man City will probably admit that, but it's going to take their time as well.
Do what they did to Rangers, put them down a few leagues.
Exactly. Put them down a few leagues.
If Man City think they're as good as what they are, bounce yourselves back up, lads. Crack on.
Exactly. But are they going to play in the Championship? Probably not.
But if this does happen, I don't think Pep will stick around.
I totally agree. I think he'd be done. He'd not be in the Championship. Get out of it. No way. Jose. He'd be picked up. I think the 10 points was not enough. Should have had that deduction last season. That's from Roger. They'd be relegated. No sympathy for Everton. They spend fortunes, even the COVID times that other clubs are struggling. No excuses. I see Foxy's point. They have done 700 M's, right? With very little to show for it. Sean Dyche is already preparing his players to eat gravel, especially cement for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. And that's from Magula. That is from Magula. And it's not like they would want again and again and again. That's in Gary V. And we got one here from Leslie's Green and Roger and Foxy. Last season, they would be relegated. Don't see this having too much impact in the scheme of things, exactly. And John said, did Newcastle ever experience any points deduction or clause? I'm curious. Do you have any points deduction? No, we haven't.
No, my other half actually Googled this the other day because we were on about it. Because, like I say, me and my other half are football mad. And if we're at home, you've got Sky Sports News on 24 hours of the day. Either that or a football match of some description. And we just happen to be talking about it ourselves. And he actually Googled it, and I think it was nobody in the Premier League has ever had a point deduction, and that included Newcastle.
No, definitely not.
Everton are the first team in history to ever have a points deduction in like English leagues. Well, in the Premier League.
I think Tottenham Hotspur had 12 points deducted back in 1994 for payment irregularities, right? And 12 points deducted before the start of the season. And then they got it down to 6. And then Alan Sugar took them to Premier League court again and got all their points back, and they got fined 1.5 million. Yeah. And they celebrated as they won the league. They got their points back. Yeah. The Premier League got absolutely had egg on their faces that day, right? And you know what? Our thoughts was they're going to get relegated. They didn't. They didn't have the potential to relegate them. Simple as that.
And this is probably one of the reasons why Everton's now taken the FA and the Premier League to court, because if that's right, and I don't deny that for 1 minute, I don't really remember it. 94 was only 11 at the time. Yeah. If that is right, Everton have now got a backing to take a case to court and hold on. This happened to Tottenham back in 94, and they managed to get points back and just a 1.5 million fine.
Yeah.
Well, we have the same.
Exactly. Oh, they probably take the points away and fine them like 10 million or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Cool, because you're going to get that back anyway at the end of the season. Wow. It's as simple as that. So, you know what? This is not going away. This is not going to go away. The teams that wanted to start the Super League, did they get fined or points taken from them? No, they didn't.
Right, no. They got fined, but they were allowed to choose their own fines.
Yeah.
Which I think is just absolutely shocking.
Bottled it. They absolutely bottled it again. The Premier League bottled it again, man.
Man City, right, so we're allowed to pick our own fine. Well, £1 million, do we? Oh, yes, Man City, that's totally fine. Yeah, just give us that. Get out.
Crazy, isn't it?
Oh,
it's just the Premier League are scared of the big six. They're not scared of us. Oh, you know what it is? So I'm just going to wind us up now, right? You know, they're scared of the big six. But when it comes to us trying to get Ruben Neves, right, on loan, right, guess what? No, you cannot have it. You cannot have him. He's on the Saudi. Do you know what I mean? That is typical Premier League. Now, we all know why they're picking on Newcastle United. Yeah? We can sign who we want.
When
they don't control the... Exactly. They don't control us. They stop us from trading who want to buy. It's as simple as that, yeah? But I'll tell you what, where's the rule states that? I can't find it last time I looked. Yeah? No. Do it at the beginning of the season. HOWAY.
This is why I think Amanda's up to something, right?
Yeah.
I would not be shocked, right, if she is sat reading the FA rule book going, well, hold on, where does it state that we can only do this and we can only do that? And if she finds something, I would bet my last 10 quid that she sat going, right then, it's stated. Right, this is how we're going to get around it, and this is how we're going to get around it legally. So they've got nothing to come back on. You mark my words. I would not be shocked if she's like in a hole being devious right now, like us women can be.
Facts, absolute facts. Again, facts. You can put it in the comments if you want, people. My favorite word, facts. You know what it is, right? This is not going to go away again. I think Amanda will win the day. Newcastle will win the day. Guess what? The Premier League will never beat Newcastle United. There's absolutely no way. And in the boxing match, we were knocked out in the first round. Simple as that. Everton should have had the deduction last season with regards to them, saying it hurts the fans. The owners and the board are the custodians and should play by the rules. That's who the fans should mourn to. And that's from Jules. And again, she's so right. I'm not even going to add anything on that as well. For me, Everton should be relegated. That's an Alan wants to see them relegated as well. FFP now, like Ian says, NFFP, it should stand N for not, F for fit, F for four, P for purpose. It's as simple as that. Not true, really, as Steve McLaren deduction, which is basically like 25 points. And Boxy's got something to say about that as well. Wow, 25 points. Unbelievable. I've seen it. Middlesbrough had 3 points deducted for failing to fulfill the game due to injuries, 96-7. Also, Portsmouth deducted 9 for going into administration.
Well, from Grant as a manager, what do you expect?
Exactly. But then again, right, if you're in full administration, it's 9 points. Everton got 10 points deducted, so it doesn't quite add up. Then the part that stinks to me, they sat on this instead of getting dropped last season. Again, the Premier League getting bottled as well. Bottle jobs, I see. A fan doesn't harm some clubs, hence points deduction is better solution. They know what it is. The points hurts as well. We fly for this. So we're going to quick talk about the tickets as well on Shelley's opinion. Middlesbrough got off to 3.99, not playing the game yet. And Ian got relegated as well. Big up to Ian, by the way. I hope you're good. And is that why ever having a bloody vote? I tell you what, if they had a vote, we'll lose that. But Amanda, we'll see the day. That's a bit harsh, in his opinion. Good to see the tune being squeaky clean as FFP is concerned and watch the shite show collapse around us. That's in David. David, you got it right.
Facts, man, facts.
Facts. True Gooner, big up to True Gooner. Big up, keep up the good work. You know what? You don't have to be Newcastle fans to come on my channel. You know what? Any fans can come on my channel, whoever you support. True Gooner, big up to you, my guy. Hope you are great. And are you a big fan of Mikel Arteta? I hope it's all well for Trips and his family. Yes, I hope things are well, and I just hope give him a bit of time and privacy as well. Who owns the Prem as called so-called Big Six? I know what it is, right? You must just call it Big Six. But one of these days, we're going to win a title. Let's put it this way. We're going to win a title before Man United win it again. I'm telling you. Did you go to the match against United?
When we win a title, the Big Six or the top six or whatever you want to call them are going to absolutely cry. Oh,
yes.
You'll never hear the end of it. Oh, the Saudis bought them the title. The Saudis bought them the league. Amanda was backhanded doing this. Murdad was doing that. Eddie Howe was doing that. Jason Tyndall was fighting people in the tunnel. Come on, man. They're just going to melt.
Exactly. And you know what? They're going to have to respect us as well. It's going to be one big party up in Gallagher, and I will be up there as well. In fact,
I'll tell you something. I'll not be working that day if we ever win a title and there's a parade in the town. I'll be up there drinking.
Content?
Yeah.
All the way. And people say,
body.
Yes, I'll be there as well. And I'll make sure I'll meet you there as well. I'll meet you there as well. Agree there, mates. That's from Gary to David. Just read the news. I hope it's all well for him and his family.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's hope that is the case. Hi to Kate and Jonathan. I hope you're both fantastic as well. You both recently got married a couple of months ago. Wishing every success in their happy marriage as well. Southgate is the worst England marriage. This is the last one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have to agree.
He's got to start making plans to do the heave-ho now, like.
Exactly. We lost many historic clubs, i.e. Bury, go out of business due to massive points deduction. The likes of Man City should absolutely be treated the same. No club is above the law. Jules, I'm going to have to agree. She talks sense as well. She's so passionate as well. 21 likes to subscribe. Thank you, Static, as well. I really appreciate that as well. 100% Jules, what Static says, thumbs up as well. And he's a gooner. And got one here as well. Southgate out. How dare you overlook Pope? Well, I'd be fair, right? I mean, look, I don't want any other players to be picked because we're short of players as it is. Do you know what I mean? We don't want any players who want to play for that guy. Seriously, do you know? Yeah. As long as they don't touch Eddie Howe, that's cool.
Overlooking Anthony Gordon, is the kid mad? I'm a female, right? And I'll openly admit that I'm not as massively knowledgeable on football as some people like to make out that they are, right? I know some stuff. I don't know all stuff. But for overlook Anthony Gordon, mate, where were you? Where have you been the last few matches when Anthony Gordon's played under a rock? You were in one game. What were you watching?
Do you know what it is like, Shelly, right? I mean, Gareth Southgate does not like Newcastle United. Yeah, he doesn't like him. All he likes is his mates. Yeah, he picks his mates. Yeah, it's like playing for England. It's like going out for a drink, going down the pub. As far as Southgate is concerned, right? He doesn't pick players on form. Well, he's supposed to be players on form, right? I tell you, if you did that in Germany or Italy or Spain, and he does pick players by form, then I'll tell you something now. He get absolute raped. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's as simple as that. I mean, I'm glad he's going next year. I hope he goes next year. And you know what I mean? But let's be real. I don't care. I don't care about Southgate now. I really don't. Everton spent 157 mil on Sigurdsson. Where is he? I haven't seen him the last time I looked. Walcott, back to Southampton. Mina, Fiorentina. Tosun, back to Turkey, I think. I might be wrong. Balassi, where is he? I think he's retired from the game. And Gambin as well. All left now, and they didn't receive a penny for any of them. Recruitment has been horrendous. It's exactly that. Alan said boost for England, by the way. I tell you what, if he goes to England, you know what? I'll just go to sleep or get myself aboard somewhere, because I cannot have him going to flipping England manage my country. I reckon Graham Potter's a good shot for next England manager. I tell you what, he's turned down so many jobs. I think he's ready for the England job. I'm telling you, he's been linked to Napoli as well, by the way. God help you, Napoli, if you get him, by the way. Quote me on this, John. Remember this. Southgate will go and work in Saudi Arabia when he's booted out. He won't get a job in the Prem and will take the money. It's why we won't criticise Hendo. And I tell you what, David Knight, you are so right. You are so right. Because at the end of the day, no one Premier League's going to touch him. The only club may get him, Crystal Palace. Maybe. Shelley, if you're a security guard, please come and apply for a job at the Emirates Stadium. There are so many toxic, fake, positive fans in my Arsenal fan base. You'll definitely give them the boot. What's your take on that one?
I'd probably have to rearrange a stadium. Like, it's hard being in this industry, like even being at a football game and watching some of the stewards,
big up Andrew DB,
like do some of the stuff, and you're just sat going, you're not at work, you're not in your you're not training, just sit down, shut up.
So I tell you what, you take on people like lead judges and that as well, lead judges, troops, you know what I mean? Take them on as well.
Mate, in 12 years, when I turn around and say that I work in security and what I do and what I've done and who I've worked with, and people go to me, you, security, and it's like, yeah, you don't look as though you could fight. I couldn't fight, and I can't fight. I can't swing a punch to save my life. But I'll tell you something now. You push my buttons, and you're a dead man.
Woo! Shelley, you go, girl. You go, girl. Yes! I love it. I love it. You say it how it is. You call it out there. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Thanks, Static. Southgate is very mean to Newcastle. Always has been. Always will be. I don't care about him, but I'll tell you what, if he comes to Newcastle's manager, believe you and me, I don't know what to say.
For England.
He's at Uruguay in a minute. People are laughing. Now look at him for Uruguay. Best team in South America right now. I tell you what, he'd be brilliant for England. It'd make him sick.
Look at what he did to Leeds when he come in. The poor kid just got shafted over a little bit, but
yeah,
that's not a bad shout.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant for England. Doesn't matter. Don't give you 67, 68. Bielsa would have done brilliant for England, I'm telling you. That training reference would be sick, I'm telling you. And those players won't know what to hit them. It's as simple as that. Tough. Do you know what? At the end of the day, frozen. Can you hear us, Shelley? Shelley?
Hello.
Hello, I'm frozen, but we go with it, because they're probably there as well. So I do apologise for the chat's frozen as well. Don't go away yet. Can you take over, Shelley? Have your point. Say your point to the fans.
So, so we were going to go on about Emil Krafth earlier as well.
Talk to. Carry on. It may go off, but carry on, yeah?
So the poor kid's been out since last year, if I remember rightly. It was Tranmere away in the Carabao Cup because I was there. Obviously did his cruciate ligament. Poor kid's just not had a whole lot of luck at the minute. So I think he's going to be another gently brought back. He's had some little spells, if I remember right. He's had, the odd 5-10 minutes here and there when we've needed him. I like the kid. I was absolutely heartbroken when his cruciate ligament went in the Carabao Cup. But he's a fighter. He's a quiet fighter. Let's put it that way. He'll be back. Maybe, I don't know. They're saying maybe he's a bit longer. I don't want to put a time frame on it because I don't want to rush him in case he's one of these guys that we are going to need in the long run. So it's a case of let's bring him back slowly. Let's give him a little bit of game time when he's fully fit. Let's nurse him. I mean, I wish I could put all of our squad into bubble wrap at the best of times. Yay, he's back. But yeah, the poor kid was just so unlucky that day at Tranmere. I remember because it wasn't far from me and I was right at the front. But yeah, he's a quiet fighter. He'll come back bigger and stronger. And it's a case of like, let's just get him back, and he'll be another one that won't come straight back into the team. He'll be a bench player.
Yeah.
For maybe I'd say a good 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
If hypothetically we were to get him back over Christmas, he would be bench player up until the end of the season, with maybe his aim of what happens in the January and summer transfer window, to what positions we're strengthening up on and what we'll buy and what we'll sell. And then I think summer transfer window might decide his fate. I can't see him staying. No. But I think it might be like a yearly rolling contract kind of thing.
Yeah, I've got to kind of agree there, because when I first came, because I love Italian Serie A, I mean, it's the best thing in the world in my opinion. But I said when we got Krafth, I thought, please do not sign this guy. He is absolutely awful, man. Seriously, because I watched this guy before anyone Newcastle fans saw him. And when he got him, I think, oh my God, you know what? He ain't that great. And all of a sudden, right, Eddie comes in, better player. I cannot believe Emil Krafth has done business. Do you know what I mean? When I watched him against United at Old Trafford, I was there, and you was there as well. Let me tell you something. That guy, he hadn't played for what, 18 months, 2 years?
Yeah.
And he comes in, and you would have thought he was a 15 to 20 million pound new defender. Playing his first appearance in Newcastle, and he's done a job. What a performance that guy did. What a performance.
I mean, if I remember rightly, like I say, it was a Tranmere game, which was, I want to say, March. Well, not even, I would say early last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, early last year. So, yeah.
Early last year.
Oh, yeah.
And crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But comes back in, done the job. Brilliant. Yeah. What a performance, him and Livermental on that side. I tell you what, United didn't get anywhere near them. They were scared.
Right, let's just have a couple of minutes on Livermental. Like,
yeah, they do going for the chats. Go on, go for it. Livermental, go on, shoot.
If I remember rightly, the kid hasn't had a lot of game time, but the game time he's had, Jesus Christ, like, wow, absolutely wow. That's all I can really say. The kid knows his job. He knows what he's doing. Yes, he's just a young kid, but he's not frightened. He's in tackling the big boys, and he doesn't give a blind rat's backside about what he's doing. He's in there. He's doing his £40 million job, and he's shown us that he's worth his 40 million and every other penny to go with it.
Exactly. 35 million quid he cost. Yeah. The first goal, right? I'll tell you what. When that first goal went in, I thought, wow, that was when I don't know if you saw us on there celebrating. Oh, man, I was hysterical, man. Because that's one team I want to beat as Man United. That's the team I want to beat them. And I said to everyone in the chat, I told everybody, one of these days, we're going to smash them one of these days. That day, I'll never forget that.
Oh, he excelled against Man United. He came into his own. He owned it. He owned that game.
Every time. Bielsa beat Brazil and Argentina. First time Uruguay has beat both teams the same year since 1960, and that's from Foxy. Wow. I've got 5 for this. Hi to Steve, Leslie. Hi to David. Newcastle YouTuber was saying when Tonali's Bauer's over and then we'll sell him. I don't think he's a fighter, and we'll have a lot of proof to us, you two folks. You know what? We got to buy with him. We got to defend him. We got to stick with him, right? He is our player, yeah? And when he comes back in the summer, he's going to be an even better player. His English will be better. And you know what? He's going to prove that he's a proper footballer. He's a proper footballer. I'm a fan of Sandro, and he's going to come good.
Yeah. He'll not be sold.
He won't be sold.
I follow his missus on Instagram now. Tonali's gone quiet, but he does appear in the missus's photos. Not very often. It's like once in a blue moon. I do think, like you say, he'll come back. His English will be fantastic. He's training with the first team right now. I do believe he's travelling with the first team. But I also think, once again, that Miss Staveley is up to something. Because, I mean, people are saying, how did we not know about this gambling addiction when we bought him from Milan. How did Milan not know about it when he was gambling on Milan to win, right? I think Milan knew about it and hid it. So I think Miss Staveley is up to something in the background.
Great.
So I would not be shocked if by the end of the season there is a statement comes out saying that we are actually suing Milan. I would not. The way the season's going right now, nothing shocks me anymore.
No, I totally agree. And I can see something's going to come out of that. I mean, just expect the unexpected. And I tell you what, as well, it's like you said, I can see something sort of happen. This is not over by a long shot. Yeah. I'm sure Milan must have known something. Otherwise, why did they sell Tonali to us so cheaply? Yeah. That guy is a 100 million player. Barella, 80 million euros, 70 million quid is rated. Yeah. They want the same money, yeah? This guy is rated 100 mil euros for Milan. Something ain't quite right there with Milan, I'm telling you.
We bought him for 55 million. It went through very, very quickly. It was a name that nobody really heard of. And all of a sudden...
I've heard of him.
Well, all of a sudden saying this Sandro Tonali from AC Milan, really? Okay. We'll start Googling him. Aye. Decent player. And then, like you say, we've got him, and then this comes in.
Yeah.
I feel right.
Yeah. I think you're right. Something ain't right there, but I'm sure this would go on as well for another day. I've got a Milan fan, Sabrina Belmonte, loved Milan fan, getting on me sure soon for sure, and she is fantastic. She'll know a lot more than that what's going on as well, and I should have got her, going to speak to her soon as well. John Shelley, I actually want to live a mentor Arsenal. I would take him on loan as Arsenal is currently. You're not getting him on centre back short. White and Tommy Yassi don't count as the both play right back. Sorry, Static, you're not getting him. I'm sorry. Neil Siege for the last as well. Take care of Jules. And John, in response to what you said before, White never played left back for the Gunners. You got him mixed up with Tommy Yassi. Sorry, you're right. Tommy Yassi's left back. Ben White can play right back and also centre back as well. You're quite right. I've never seen that left back as well. What's the latest news like Tonali? Is he banned? He's been banned until the end of the season. Yeah, so I've got another good. I've got somebody else. Go on.
It's August next year. He is allowed to train with the first team, and I do believe he is travelling with the first team as well. I don't know that officially, but obviously following certain players on Instagram, like I say, I follow Tonali's missus. I do believe he has been travelling with the first team.
Yeah, absolutely. Won't be too long now. Big up to Sophie. Hi to Sophie, by the way. She's got a fantastic channel as well. She's only 18 years of age. I could be wrong. Hi to you. I hope you're well. Great stream. Thank you very much indeed. I've been on the show a couple of times. She is such a young talent. She had people like Troops at AFTV on the channel, Kevin Campbell as well, and all the bigger names as well. And Laura Woods is following her as well. Paul Merson's following her as well. Which is amazing.
Lucky thing.
And I tell you what, she is a raw talent. So if you listen to me, sure, you are a raw talent. And
well done, Sophlas. Well done.
She is amazing. And, getting her back on my show very, very soon. Tonali, young enough to have a great career. The time will go quick. Look at the Tony situation. He'll be back in only 2 months. Yeah. And that's Ivan Toney. He'll be back in a couple months' time. And I take him back.
I mean, Ivan Toney had a lot more dealings, and he got, what was it?
Yeah.
8 months and then
he had 8 months.
8 months suspended for 6, and now he's allowed to back playing.
Yeah. He'll be back soon. Simple as that. But he's done worse than Tonali.
Then when Newcastle United. So we've got to have our asses spanked more than everybody else.
Exactly. There you go again. Now, the Premier League are looking into if Tonali has gambled in this country now.
I can't see it. I can't see it. I really can't.
That'd be horrendous.
I hope I'm right. But if he has, I don't know. I haven't worked out my feelings on that one yet.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it is, right, we all have a cross to bear. Nobody is perfect. If anybody can turn around and say they are perfect, they are lying. I mean, I know I'm not perfect at the best of times, right? Like, but if he's done it then that means the club do need to sit down and go, right, they are helping him through this gambling addiction as it is. Yes, he is going back and forwards to Milan with this gambling addiction. I do believe that he's in some program in Milan for it. That means the club's just going to have to sit down and go, right, has this plan in Milan worked? Do you feel as though you still need to gamble? Or does it come to the stage where the club maybe take charge of his finances or put somebody in place to take charge of his finances? Which I don't know if that's a thing that could happen, but it might be a sensible thing to happen. You know,
agree.
Ballpark figure, he earns 250,000 a week, right? Just off the top of your head. Yeah. They put somebody in place and say to him, right, you get £250,000 a week. Your missus has got her own clothing company, which is a cracking brand. So she earns her own money, this, that, and the t'other. We'll give you, say, 50,000 a week to live on. Give your missus 50,000 a week to live on. The other 150 will go into a pot for bills and rent and things like that. But the rest of it will be saved. That's the only sort of way you can curb it. Also, as well, we all know that gambling websites have a thing where you are banned from gambling. And you turn around and go, I want to be banned for 6 months for the rest of your life. Yeah. You might look and turn around and say, right, Tonali is going to be banned for life from anything online. Okay. But then you've got to look at, can he be sending somebody to put bets on for him? It's a hard one to sort of navigate around.
I agree. You need to have proof.
Yeah, personally, I don't think he has. I would be heartbroken if he has. But I think that's something, when it happens, and if it has happened and does happen, that's something we're going to have to look at that point in time.
Yeah, we have to wait and see on that one as well, because I'll tell you what, this is not going to go away, but I hope that Tonali gets away with that one as well, because I think down to the end of the season, he's suffered enough now. I think this guy's suffered enough. Just leave him be, let him do what he has to do, and then he'll get back a better player as well. And he will. So we go through this conference as well. We're going to close the show as well, and I know you've got things to do. 8 months, but couldn't train with the squad until last 4 months of the ban. That's Tory, but ban was time to cover all season's break, and that is from Leslie. And you can be sure that the Premier League will leave no stone unturned in Newcastle and any player involved with us. Yep. He's right. Gary's right. He's right. Big up Static. How's Krafth Lascelles been playing the season? Should they have been selected for England instead of Maguire? To me, Lascelles, I'm not sure. Dan Burn, I think he's played his best football of his career. We haven't touched on Dan Burn. I think this guy is brilliant.
Burn, like, I know a guy that I sometimes work with. His daughter's playing football, and I think Dan Burn has something to do with the team, whether he manages it or something like that. And he's had numerous chats with him saying that Dan Burn is playing the best football of his life. Obviously, he's at his boyhood club. He's loving life. He's absolutely loving life. It's the same with, if you look at Longstaff. Now, apparently, he's going to be out. That was another blow that came yesterday. He's got ankle damage. So that could be 3 months out for Longstaff. I'm a bit gutted. We have, me and my other half have seen his dad quite a few times. I have a mate that is very good mates with Matty. And if we're all together, we all sit and have a bit chat, you know, and we'll have a bit chat about football and then general things. But Longstaff, again, is playing the best football of his life, as well as Dan. Dan is just like, you put Dan and Botman together, you've just got one hell of a wall. Like, they gel so well together. Yes, Dan does have his little moments where you sort of go, Dan, what were you thinking? What were you doing? But that's like a 5% of the time, where 95% of the time he's on top form. He really is. Yeah,
totally agree with you all the way. I'll tell you what, he's been fantastic. Dan Burn, he's been brilliant. I mean, doing the half-term player rating soon as well. I'll talk to you about it in a minute as well, behind the scenes after the show. Still waiting to hear about Saniolo and 37 other times investigated. You know what? I'm still waiting for it as well. Let's be real. But I bet you that won't take place till the end of the season. You just watch. Tonali may come back playing better due to this being open, not having to worry about your mid-glass in you. That's in Davey. And we've got one here. 100% Davey, kind of agree. I've always liked Dan Burn. I'm really pleased to see him playing the best of his career in the local club. He loves static. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Well done to you, man. Great comment. Brilliant comment. Please hit those likes. Go on.
Love your static.
He's a massive gooner. Dan Burn for England. Maguire out. Yeah, I totally agree. Just got one more topic to talk about as well before we wrap up the show. About I know it's going on a lot about season tickets and the ballots and the way it's going on. I don't know what your take on this, Jill. I know you've got a different view as well. I mean, the thing is, like, there's people kicking off on social media and saying that I can't buy 4 tickets anymore, blah blah blah. I mean, what is going on with this ticket system?
Right,
in your opinion?
I'm going to be honest, right? I've already been a season ticket holder for the last 3 seasons. I know Pete Graves and Keith Downey pretty well, obviously through the job. And just before we got taken over, I remember that me and the other half were sat in the living room. You know, we do in a decent wage with some of the stuff we do. And we sat and went, should we buy a season ticket? And we did. We bought season tickets. And we sit with a cracking group. We've all become really, really good friends. We sit with a cracking group in the Milburn stand. So I've had my season ticket only 3 years now. And I'll never give it up. Yes, obviously, trying to get away points was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But the group that we sat with, if we wanted away tickets, if they weren't going, we used to get our away tickets through them. Great. We used to be able to buy extra season tickets. So my auntie and uncle live out in Benidorm. They come home every now and again, and they used to ring me up and say, we're coming home, any chance you get the tickets for the match? Yeah, no bother, the stickers next to us, and would get them tickets. It wasn't a problem. Now, ticketing system. It needs fixing, or they're going to have to sit down at the end of this season and review it. Simple as that. The fact now that you can only miss 10 games if you've got a season ticket, and if you miss more than 10 games, they will sit and review whether you should have a season ticket or not, I think is a little bit unfair.
I think that's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Sorry to cut in there, Shelley. I mean, you're absolutely right, by the way. I just want to say this out so I don't miss anything. If you miss 10 games on your season ticket, they're going to review to see if you deserve to have a season ticket or not.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question and leave in the chat, guys? Who is making this up? Yeah. Because that is not the way to treat season tickets. You know what I mean? Because what it is now, I hope you're watching as well. I'm seated to the hall as well. I mean, first of all, they got to get their box office sorted out. People's got to wait 2-3 hours to get through. Number one. Number two, treat the season tickets with respect. Before you threatening to confiscate season tickets away. That's what if people's got to come all the way from London? It can't make it because of work. I live in Bristol. I can't make to all the games. This is why you got the friends and family.
My auntie and uncle have bought the international membership for this season, and she messaged us the other day to say that they were putting in for the ballot for AC Milan at home because they're going to come over for Christmas because obviously they've got grandkids here. And I was like, yeah, no bother. I was like, if I can get tickets as well, I'll see what I can sort for you. Obviously, I probably haven't got a hope in hell. But out of all the ballots they've put in for, and to be perfectly honest, I don't think they've put in for many. They were home in October and put in for 2 lots of ballots and never got. I think they've had 1 ballot succession, and they're paying €37 per membership while they're out in Benidorm. And she said they're not going to renew their membership next year, which, to be perfectly honest, I don't blame them. We see a lot of people on Twitter that have got memberships and are saying out of all the ballots, they've not even won a ticket yet. And then you've got people that are winning tickets every week. I mean, I've been lucky this season that I've managed to do Dortmund away and Man United away through the ballot. So I've gained 2 loyalty points for that.
Right on you.
I've missed out on Everton. I was unsuccessful in the ballot. Okay, on to the next. But I've heard reports of people making comments on social media, and I've seen stories, and I don't get involved in stories, and I just sit back and watch and go, if this is true, something seriously needs to be done here. where a girl's put a comment up on Twitter, and apparently somebody from in the club's gone back to the higher echelons, and this lass has now been interviewed by the police and had her season ticket and everything removed. Apparently in the terms and conditions it states that if you have a criminal record, you'll be stripped of your season ticket. And it's just like, hold on, I bet you there's a lot of people in there who've got criminal convictions.
Great.
That the higher echelons don't know about. Are they going to sit and vet every fan, every 52,000 people out walking that door? Right, come in, sit down. Have you got a criminal record? Yes, no.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's absolutely ridiculous.
They seriously need to sit down, because if I've always gone by the motto, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Right?
Yep, exactly.
Then yes, they needed to maybe change things this season, but not to the extremes that they've gone to. I mean, yes, having my season tickets on my phone, I get that, but you've got the older generation that don't have smartphones. You can have a card, you can have an old season ticket card, providing you've got a damn good reason on why you need to have a season ticket card, right? Now, I went to Man United.
Yeah.
I was doing some work down there. I had my laptop and iPad in my bag. Went to the match, come back, somebody broke into my car. My £1,500 laptop and my iPad's gone.
Wow.
So all my training work, gone, right? Now, say that had it been my phone, or somebody has stolen my phone and my season ticket's on that, yes, granted, I've got an iPhone, I can lock it. But what if you're not that technically minded to do that, and somebody gets your season ticket, gets into your account and changes everything?
Oh, that'd be an absolute disaster. Whoever breaks into Shelley's car, have a word with yourself for you. Just own up and just say, look, I've done wrong, and I'm going to walk to the police station and own up. You know what I mean? But they won't do it. They haven't got a bottle. They haven't got a bottle.
Yeah.
They're absolute cowards. Absolute cowards, I'm telling you. And I'm sorry. And I hope that whoever knows the guys is, go to the local police station, will you? And just let them know who he is. Otherwise, he may do it again. But this time, it'll get caught. I could say the B word. I'm not going to say it on here, but go on, Shelley. Carry on. Yeah.
But like I say, you've got your older generation now. I work in a supermarket at the minute, just part-time, doing security. So if you do see us, come say hello. And I had an older gentleman come up to me the other day, and he had an iPhone, and I would say this gentleman was at least 70, and he wanted his reward scheme on the front of his phone, so he didn't have to log into the app and do this and do that, and he didn't know how to do it, bless him. And I stood with him, and I did it for him. I was like, do you mind if I take your phone off you and do it for you? And I was like, you can watch every move that I do. I'll show you everything that I've done. And you know what? The guy was so grateful for me doing this. But like I say, if that was a season ticket holder and his phone is stolen from him, how does he know how to lock that phone? How does he know how to cancel the phone and wipe the phone and things like that? So putting your season tickets on your phone, I mean, you know what kids are like nowadays? Some kids don't know the value of things. Yeah. And they lose things willy-nilly, and then their parents just go and buy them a new phone or laptop or iPad or things like that. Go back to the season ticket cards. Go back to the season ticket cards, right? Agree. Yes, I do get that they are passed around. So, like, I've had a couple of games last season where I couldn't go. You know, I've got a mate gone, are you not going that much? No. Can I get your season? Yeah, no, but you just hand them the card. Great. But I really do think end of this season, they need to sit down and look at the whole ticketing system and go, hold on, we need to rectify this. I mean, we've got livefootballtickets.com. Now, we've got the club saying, don't buy from these websites. If we don't buy, it'll shut them down, right? Now, nearly every home game, they've got 219 tickets for sale, and it's always 219. Now, I've heard a little whisper, and I don't know how true this is, that a hierarchy inside. Like I say, I don't know how true it is, so I'm not going to follow up on that. But who is getting 219 bloody memberships and selling them for £80 a ticket? You're robbing the fans.
I tell you what, that should go to the club then. That should go to the club. Because I'm telling you now, right? I mean, they're the ones that handle the tickets to them. So it's their responsibility. Simple as that. They know memberships as well want to get handled those tickets as well. Why the hell are you going to these livetickets.com or wherever and try to make more money. What's the point? And you got to put the fans first, Shelley. You've got to put the fans first. Let's be real, right? I'm going to say it now. If it goes tits up, right, with the one people buying the tickets, it's on their head. It's on the club's head. So whose idea is it within that club to give their heads a wobble? Yeah.
This is where we're getting our so-called tourists in, because they're paying 80 to 100 to 150 pound a ticket just to come watch one match because they're in the area, right? And it's just like I've got a mate that is part of NUSC, the Newcastle United Supporters Consortium, and obviously they're actively working with the club to try and have things like this shut down. And I know Daz Curry and that do a fantastic job. And I mean, we look at the away support the club, Dortmund and PSG and AC Milan, and Daz and all the team work damn hard to make sure all of us fans are safe and have a good time on away games. And I know Daz is actively working with the club and going, look at why are these websites doing this and doing that? Like, I seen in a group chat on Facebook the other day, some lass had said, oh, I've got 2 tickets for, I think, I'm not sure, but say it's a Chelsea game. And the guy who wants to sell me these tickets wants £80 to change the name on them. I was like, you're having a laugh? On top of what you're paying? I was like, how much are you paying for the tickets? She was like, oh, £120 each. I went, and then he wants another £80 to change the name. I went, nah. I was like, absolutely
Forget it. Try to be greedy. To be greedy. Do you know what I mean? They're just trying to be greedy. They don't care who you are as long as they get their money. That's all they care about. I'll never pay anything over the face value if I can help it. Do you know what I mean? But one thing I will say, right, things need to change. Things need to change. So one thing I won't accept is to confiscate your season tickets. You haven't been to enough games. It's your season ticket. It's your money. You're on that list. If you want to renew, you renew. If you don't want to renew, they don't have to renew. So give it to someone else. Cool. But don't punish them if they have not been to enough games. So I'll tell you something now. Our football club, all right, like you say, just mentioned about the tours. I don't want my football club to end up like Man United or the bigger clubs, tourism. I'm sorry. I don't want to be my club being like a tourism club. I don't. If that's the way they want to go, then I want no part of it. It's as simple as that. Done. My I just say my little barks when Shelley is talking.
Rock's got chihuahuas the same as me. You see, I've locked mine in the sitting room so they're quiet.
Oh, bless him. You know what? I think Steve's dogs loves you. There you go. John, Shelley, Jerry, I've just got to go. Excellent job, Shelley. Nice to meet you. But interacting with you, I mean, what I said, come to the Emirates. My stadium needs a big shake-up. So you can take on people like Judges, Dan Potts, Troops, Robbie, my guy, and Cecil C as well. I mean,
Daddy, if you know somebody at the Emirates, like in the security bit, and you can get me in, we'll talk.
Definitely. And get Lee Gunner as well. I tell you what, that guy speaks facts. Yeah. That's Leslie's mate, Lee Gunner as well. Sorry, Les. And take care, Stack, as well. And on that bombshell, we better wrap up the show because we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We can go on there for about 4 hours on this quite easily. But I don't think you two will accept us that as well, unfortunately. But I know it's your debut. But did you enjoy coming on my show?
I have done. I've loved it. Thanks for inviting us, John. Thank you for everybody that's come in the chat. I don't know. You never know. I'm going to look at maybe podcasting myself. It's not very often you see females do it. And I think it's about time that we maybe did.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm definitely going to get you in as well anytime. I'm definitely going to get you back on again in a week sometime. Do you know what I mean? If you're not busy, just let me know when you want to come on and I'll get you on for the preview, reviews, player ratings. You know what? We got to do the half-term player ratings as well to get that sort of thing. You definitely got to do that. I'm going to get Paul as well, my co-host as well. Probably got about 25 players to go through as well. So I'll talk to you in a minute about it on the backstage. Don't go away yet, yeah? So, and guys, if you do, where can we find you on your social, Shelley? Where can people find you?
So you can find me on Twitter at Shell_Crawford1. I'm on Twitter. I am on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I do believe my Instagram is Shelley_Crawford1. I will put links on Twitter if anybody wants to join. I don't have a YouTube channel or anything yet, guys. Like I say, it is something I'm going to look into. But yeah, follow us. Like I say, if you ever see us out and around in town or at the match, come and say hello. I'm very approachable. I don't bite, even though the job says I might. But yeah, come say hi, guys.
Fantastic. Shelley, you know what? I've been doing this for a couple of years now, off and on, and I tell you what, for me, you're so passionate, you're there, your get-go, your input is absolutely unbelievable. I'm telling you, I really do. I mean that, because you are absolutely awesome, and I hope the chatters as well absolutely agree with what I'm saying. But absolutely amazing. So guys, if you like the video, like what you watch, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll be back again either tomorrow or Tuesday. And also got one more as well from Steve. Shelley C again, hopefully join when John's on live. That'd be amazing. That'd be brilliant. Do a tune talk as well. Any latest Newcastle news, previews, reviews, and you know, the match reaction. I'm definitely doing the match reaction on Saturday, because unfortunately I can't make the match. I'm going to do recorded PSG preview as well, because I won't be able to do it, because I'll be in France on that Sunday till Wednesday. But I will do a match reaction review when I get back after the match. And like, subscribe, guys. And as always, and have